Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Prodigy Made It, and in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you guys all about split ends. I know you guys are probably wondering what are split ends and how do they affect your hair growth, and I'm going to teach you guys all about that. But first things first, definitely make sure to like, comment, share, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Make sure to comment inside this video your favorite part, what you didn't know, what you already knew, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, let's get into this. So, first things first, what are split ends? Split ends is another term used to describe damaged hair, all right? So hair can, believe it or not, get damaged. It's not always, some people think it's only by fire. I don't know. If you think it's only by fire, you're kind of weird. That's not the only way that you could damage your hair. Your hair can be damaged in different ways. So one way to tell if you have damaged hair is, let's take a guy, right? You've seen a million people with beards, all right? A lot of people, now here's the thing, right? Have you ever seen a guy with a huge beard and, he has a giant beard, but then here's the thing, like towards the end of the beard, kind of like near the, I guess the tips of the beard, it's kind of like it gets like a little transparent. That is what the split end is. Split ends look very transparent and they're basically dead hair. And when it comes to the dead hair, you'll notice that it's really dry. There's little to no moisture at all. And what happens is that hair stops growing. All right. So a lot of you guys who come on here and ask me a lot of questions, how do I get my hair to grow? A lot of you guys have probably been putting in hours on hours, months, probably just trying to grow your hair. And you realize, and I'm pretty sure you can relate to this, it gets to a point where it's like, it's at a certain length and then it just stops growing. The reason for that is basically because of split ends. So split ends it starts from the tips of the hair and it works its way all the way down to the roots. All right. Once it gets to the root, that's when you got to basically chop off pretty much all your hair because all of it is damaged. You can't use it. It's just kind of stuck at that point. And at some point it alters how your hair looks in general. So it's something that you don't want to be in that kind of situation for, because I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys are trying to grow your hair out. Some of you guys want these giant afros. Some of you guys want mini fros, just a style, nothing too crazy. But like no one wants to chop off all their progress, So I'm pretty sure you're probably wondering, how do I avoid getting split ends? Now, if you want to know how to do that, it's very simple. Number one way to avoid getting split ends is keeping your hair moisturized. So you want to make sure your hair is thoroughly moisturized. There's a specific way that I personally recommend moisturizing your hair. It's not just throwing in the hair product and you're good. That's not really going to do too much for you. So what you want to really do is work from your scalp, work onto the hair strands, and then get the whole thing. I have a whole moisturizer method that I'll probably leave a pop-up right up above. Definitely check that out. It's more thorough and in-depth, and you will definitely get a lot of knowledge from that. It's going to make sure that everything is moisturized, because what you want to do is first start from the scalp, because everything starts from the scalp. Treat your hair as a plant. Moisturize the scalp. After that, you want to get the actual hair strands. Get it from the bottom all the way up to the tips, especially where, the split ends would most likely be. After that, you want to just go in this motion with your hands all over in your hair. Make sure it gets all up in there, all right? Don't drown your hair with hair products. That's my next tip. But just make sure your hair is fully coated with the moisturizing. You should be good. Second thing, a lot of people get split ends because they have a lot of hair products that don't need to be inside their hair. A lot of you guys like to drench your hair with hair products. You'll say, oh shoot, Catchy, you said put shea butter. All right, I might as well just get this much and put it inside my hair and I should be good, right? More moisture, more, success. No, it doesn't work like that. If you put too much inside your hair, it's going to clog your hair follicles. It's not going to be good. You're not going to get good hair growth. You're actually going to limit your potential like that, and it can actually kickstart those split ends. So you don't want to put in too much, especially like these hairsprays. I would stay away from hairsprays. If I'm in the barber shop, which I'll get to at some point in this video, I don't like to get, you know how like the barber usually sprays the hairspray and everything when you're done? I don't like that at all. Because a lot of those chemicals that are inside there, it contains alcohol, and alcohol is one of the number one things that kills your hair progress. It's not good at all for your hair. So don't use hairsprays. Watch, I know there's going to be some people that are like, oh, well, there's some good hairsprays. I can't comment on that. Just read the ingredients or, the contents of what's inside your hairspray before you use it. All right? Don't drench your hair with hair products. Just take my word, it's not a good idea. You're not going to get the full length either. The next thing that probably ends up messing you up is not drinking enough water. Like I've said in all my videos, you have to treat your hair like a plant. Everything starts from the body. It doesn't start in the hair, it starts in the body. The more healthy your body is, the better hair growth you have, the better quality hair you have. When you drink a lot of water, trust me, you're going to notice your hair starts feeling a lot cooler. It has like a cool sensation. The texture is actually a lot different. And it promotes, when you drink a lot of water, it promotes a lot more, blood flow to the scalp, which facilitates healthy hair growth. So a lot of what ends up helping and hindering people is what we put inside our body. So you want to start off with your body before you get to anything else. All right, so not drinking enough water is definitely one of the causes for you getting split ends. Another reason why is you're not sleeping with a bonnet or a do-rag or some kind of hair protection. When you go to sleep, when you sleep on that pillow, every time you turn around, everyone does it. It rips your hair out. A lot of your hair, you're not going to see it, but a lot of your hair is getting ripped out and a lot of your hair is getting damaged while you sleep. So that's why we always say sleep with something that protects your hair. I recommend a silk bonnet because it's something that can actually cover the full length of your hair and it's not too tight at night. You may find a do-rag. If you get a do-rag, make sure it's a giant do-rag of some sort that can take your full afro length, depending on how far you are in your journey. And don't tie it too tight, man. Just don't tie it too tight. Like, I don't hate do-rags, but I'm indifferent when it comes to do-rags for afros because it gets a line in the back of your head, all right? So just watch out for that. But I think I got all the reasons for why you might get it. Oh, yeah, and this is the number one reason, not getting trims, not going to the barber and getting a trim at least once a month. You guys are literally doing this to yourselves. You're personally killing your hair progress. Like, you're literally saying, yo, I'm talking to the heavens right now, destroy my hair gains. I don't want good hair growth. You not getting split ends is basically, you not cutting your hair, and actually getting trims is the number one reason why you guys are getting split ends. You have to basically do some hair maintenance and cut off the tips of your hair, because those tips, like I told you in the beginning, those are where the split ends start. So like, let's say if I pull out this, right, this isn't me saying that it's a split end, you probably can't even see it, but you want to just make sure the little hairs that stick up are cut off. That's all the trim has to be. It doesn't have to be you going down like a whole inch of hair. That's, if your barber's doing that, then you didn't tell him what to do because he's just cutting away, he or she. So you definitely want to make sure you're cutting the tips of your hair and just getting monthly trims at least. That way you can always have new hair growth and you'll still see the progress. Sometimes you might be like, okay, well, it might have been a little bit too much of a trim, but really your hair actually grows a lot faster after a trim. So definitely heed my advice, and this comes from personal experience. You guys are probably wondering why I know so much about these split ends, and it's because years ago, when I like to say I was at my prime with hair, this was like 2017, I was growing out my hair because I had I wanted to get an Afro temper taper fade. I've always wanted it, and then I wanted to have the sponge curls with it and everything. That was just like my dream hairstyle at the time, because I just transitioned from waves and wanted to get that. I do music professionally, And in college, I was gonna open for Khalid. This was right before he really blew up. So, he was coming to my college, and they called me to open for him. I wanted to perform with that hairstyle, so I would grow my hair out. I was doing all my methods I'm telling you guys about. The only thing I did not do was trim my hair. I did not trim my hair because I thought, if I trim my hair, I'm going to lower my progress and then I'm not going to meet my goal of like 2.5 inches. I was uber fixated on that number. And lo and behold, I think it was like a week right before the festival, I had to cut everything off. My hair wouldn't even sponge right. It just looked like a mess. It was horrible. So I had to cut everything off and just go with like a number one, maybe with the grain, and get waves. Try to get waves or something similar to what a wave is before the festival. And that was what I had to deal with. So I don't want to see you guys spend over 6 months plus trying to grow out your hair, all to have it cut down. It's just not a pretty experience and it sucks. So just listen to me when I say trim your hair. Trim your hair. It's not that hard. It is not that hard. When you go to the barber shop, tell your barber, hey, look, I just want a little bit off the top. Just trim the ends. Nothing deep. I don't want to, I'm still growing out my hair. They'll be like, okay, if they're a sensible barber, they'll understand. They'll do it, So that's my number one piece of advice for you guys. Keep your hair moisturized. Don't overuse products. Make sure you drink at least 6 to 8 bottles of water a day. Aim for 8. And yeah, man, get enough sleep. All the things I've told you about, hair growth. I have so many methods on this channel. Just check out my videos. They will definitely help you. But honestly, just listen to what I say, and it will save your life. Trust me. That's pretty much it for Split Ends, man. If you guys like this video, please make sure to like, comment, share, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Let me know what other kind of videos you want to see, what other topics you want me to touch base on. I've been growing out my hair for years, off and on, switching between waves and the fro. I haven't had waves in like maybe like 2 to 3 years, but like I like to keep my stuff at like a medium, mini fro length. Just because I like how the curls look, with the sponge curls. But yeah, that's pretty much what I got for you guys. Definitely make sure to check out my other videos. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.